Hey ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. I am Timmy Mims and I am the executive producer of The Misfit, or at Timmy Mims on YouTube. If you've seen my channel, I thank you. If you've watched my videos, I thank you. I am a commentator for political news, pop culture, television, and film. I am trying to grow my channel, grow my audience. Right now I'm coming to you from the backyard of my residence here in Vermont, and I just want to give you some quick thoughts on the Republican National Convention and the Democratic National Convention in Cleveland. I'm sorry, the Democratic National Convention was in Philadelphia. Sorry about that. Republican National Convention was. So, at the end of the day, my basic thoughts and the premise of the Republican National Convention was this: it was a shit show. We had a major nominee, Donald Trump, give a 75 order, which was terrifying to a majority of the country. He made the country seem like it was a third world country, that there was violence, people being killed left and right, that there was war in the streets, and that we needed to restore law and order in the country. And polls, or polls taken by legitimate news organizations, crime has gone down. The U.S. Census Bureau has also said that crime has gone down over the last decade during the presidency of Barack Obama, but still the Republican, as a crime capitals in major cities such as Cleveland, New York, Philadelphia, you name it, and that's just not true. The crime rate has dropped dramatically. Our country is not a country of crime decimating every citizen. There are not 100 million immigrants wandering the streets of America, getting ready to kill people. Actually, I haven't seen any staggering statistics or reports saying that immigrants come to this country and just kill Americans. Okay, I've seen statistics though that more Americans kill Americans than any other subgroup in American culture. I have seen that, but I have not seen this frightening report about that the Republican National Committee put out during their 4-day infomercial for Donald Trump in Cleveland, that America is Gotham City and we need a Cape Crusader whose name is Donald J. Trump, who will alone fix all of our problems. That's not true. It is furthest from the truth. This man is a megalomaniac. He's a pathological liar, and he will do anything. He will say anything and do anything to fearmonger you into getting elected president of the United States. Let's keep in mind that this man is a supporter of conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. And if you've ever seen Alex Jones, aka the InfoWars channel on YouTube, it's always about the Bilderberg group trying to take over the world, the New World Order, the Illuminati is going to take over all of us, and that in California once a year at this secret club they worship an owl and they do these demonic spiritual rituals, and all the top political and business leaders in America are demon possessed people who have demonic connections, and blah. It's just batshit crazy, right? And I just want to say something, is that during the Republican National Convention, Alex Jones had free reign to just wander around the Republican National Convention. He actually wandered onto Young Turk's set, provoked Cenk Uygur into a fist fight. Okay, what happened was he gave Cenk Uygur a shirt with a picture of Bill Clinton saying rape on it. And that pissed off Cenk Uygur right there. And then Alex Jones presented Roger Stone, and Roger Stone was one of the primary conservative writers who took down Eliot Spitzer, saying Eliot Spitzer liked choking prostitutes and abusing prostitutes. And Cenk got pissed because basically Alex Jones invaded their live news broadcast to spread his propaganda. I'm not sticking up for how the Young Turks reacted. I thought some of the ways they reacted, like Anna Kasparian calling Alex Jones a fat fuck, was uncalled for. I thought that Jimmy Dore spitting in the face of Alex Jones was uncalled for. There was a lot of uncalled for moments during that confrontation. But getting back to Republican National Convention, I think that the speech given by Ted Cruz. By the way, Ted Cruz reminds me of if Papa Smurf bred with a lizard person. There, take that as a conspiracy, right? And Ted Cruz just did not endorse Donald Trump at all. And any plans Ted Cruz has to get support from the Republican National Committee in 2020, if the Republicans fail to get elected this year to the presidency, or in 2024, just went out the window. Excuse me. He did not endorse Donald Trump. He did not. He did not even give a hinkling of a support for Donald Trump. He just said, "Vote your conscience," and got booed off the stage. Um, I thought it was a sad convention where you had a handful of billionaires and millionaires coming out speaking on behalf of Donald Trump. Then you had Donald Trump's children headlining every night. I will say that I was impressed by Ivanka Trump. She showed her true speaking prowess and her power in public presence. She read the teleprompter really well, gave a very powerful speech about her father, a very endearing speech, I think. I feel bad for her because I feel like Ivanka Trump is a very liberal woman stuck in a very conservative trap. She loves her father, she's loyal to her father, but she has no choice but to support her father. I would like to see what happens if Donald Trump's presidential plans fail and see what Ivanka Trump does here in politics in the future. I thought Donald Trump's Law and Order speech, as I said, was fear-mongering at its best. It was disgusting at worst, and was one of the worst Republican National Convention nominee speeches in the history of Republican National Conventions. Now hopping over to Philadelphia, the Democratic National Convention. It started off as a shit show with the leaking of emails from WikiLeaks showing that Democratic National Committee favored Hillary Clinton throughout the whole primary process. Us as American voters knew this was true. That Bernie Sanders was not being treated fairly by the media, nor Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Even a conservative correspondent on MSNBC, Joe Scarborough, and his host Mika Brzezinski said that Debbie Wasserman Schultz should resign because of her apparent bias in the whole primary process. The Sanders campaign even called for her to resign a long time ago, about 3 months ago, but those calls for her to resign were not heard. They were not listened to, and I thought that was very unfortunate. Bernie Sanders did the gentlemanly thing, though. He just did the honorable thing, and he said, "You know what? It's over, but the revolution will continue." He asked all of his supporters, sent his supporters emails and texts saying, "Please be respectful of Secretary Clinton when she gives her acceptance speech." I thought that was very honorable. I got misty-eyed and teary-eyed when he asked the rules of the convention to be suspended and for Hillary Clinton to be named the nominee of the Democratic Party. Fast forwarding to the Hillary Clinton nomination speech, I thought it was very bland, very boring. I thought basically whoever her speechwriter was said, here's how we're going to write this speech. We're going to, at the end of every 3 paragraphs, we're just going to put a campaign slogan at the end of it. And then every 3 paragraphs, we're going to do the same thing. And then we're just going to end it. Yay! And that's what I felt like the Hillary Clinton convention speech was. Her convention speech was propped up by the major media outlets to be historic. It was propped up to be something monumental, but to me it was just another boring campaign stump speech. Many people will try to spin it and say it was beautifully done, it was well crafted, it did the job, but in my opinion it did not do the job. I think the best line in her speech was when she told Bernie Sanders supporters and progressives alike, "Your cause is our cause." That was the most unifying moment in her speech. So at the end of the day, I give the Republican National Convention a C-. I give the Democratic National Convention a B+. I love to hear what you think. Love to hear your responses. I'm at Timmy Mims on Twitter, also known as The Misfit. Love to hear what you have to say. Sorry about the lack of lighting. Kind of taping late at night here. But thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. And as I always end my videos with saying, love and peace. Talk to you later. Take care of each other. Bye.